Hey, everybody. It's Will Stuyvesant, Regional Director with Consumer Energy Options. I just wanted to tell you I'm just so excited today to be able to share a bunch of different things with you. And like in our usual fashion, I'm just going to go through some of the announcements of what we have going on with CEO and go over our leaderboard before I get into our topic at hand. First off, like all calls, I want to thank all of you that have made the time to be on the call today. Most of the people, or we find that people are consistently on these corporate calls or training calls week in, week out, are the ones that are having success with CEO. It's great to be plugged in to find out what's going on in the industry, what's going on in our company, find out what our agents are doing. Right now, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, unless you're south of here, that winter has arrived, and it's a great time to go out and get natural gas customers. And for those of you that might not be aware of this, right now we have these portals through Direct Energy that you have the ability to make lump sum commissions not only on natural gas but electricity too. So for those of you that aren't aware of it, go check some of these natural gas and electricity portals out and figure out how you can get paid pretty quick. Why would somebody choose CEO? Well, the first answer is there's absolutely no investment to come work with us. We offer a residual income that comes from services that are unconsciously purchased, and that essentially makes us a recession-proof business. We help people who are unknowingly and unnecessarily paying too much for their utility costs, and this is the greatest part that I love about CEO. We have no cap on our income or our promotions. We have no boss. If you meet the CEO guidelines, you can get promoted up within our company. We have paid 29 different ways, 4 personally, 4 in direct management income, and 21 different ways with our new promotional guidelines. Now, when I say new, we have a new compensation plan as of January 2015, and we're finding that our agents throughout the company have really been capitalizing and having some success and ultimately bigger paychecks because of it. One thing I always like to make a little comparison. If you wanted to make an extra $500 a month outside of work, and you wanted to invest money, in order to do that, you would need about $50,000 in the stock market or real estate to be able to make that extra $500 a month. One of the things we also cover too is if you are brand new to the company, we recommend that you get in your back office, and in your back office there's a little blue button that says Training above our leaderboard. And if you click on that, there's a 26 PowerPoint presentation. It's real simple to go through. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to read. We recommend that you check that out. We also recommend that you go out and get a few bills, one being your own. We have a 5 for 50 program, meaning if you go out and get 5 natural gas accounts, you'll get a check for $50 actually very quickly. So we recommend that you do that. One of those 5 can be your own. And to create a list of people that you know that would be interested in possibly saving money on their energy bills or reducing their costs or however you want to approach it. We also every week go over our leaderboard. And so to start with our natural gas leaderboard, we have number 10, Doug Brown, number 9, Lance Lumsden, number 8, Dave Besser, number 7, Rich Weinberg, number 6, Matthew Abraham, number 5, Will Stuyvesant, number 4, Bob Zabik, number 3, John Stensberg, number 2, Lisa Cornell, and number 1, Rodney Oldelson. On our electricity leaderboard, we have number 10, Shabtai Cohen, number 9, Malcolm O'Brien, number 8, John Stensberg, number 7, Annie Serpa, number 6, Nathan Matlich, number 5, Dave Besser, number 4, Mark Milstein, number 3, Rodney Oldelson, number 2, Ken Anno, and number 1, Bob Zabik. And on our team additions leaderboard, tied for number 3, we have Ebony Thomas, Will Stuyvesant, and Beverly B. Tied for number 2, we have Michael Northern and Bobby Hill. And tied for number 1, we have Lisa Cornell and Chosen Few Marketing. So congratulations to all of you that have made it on the leaderboard. That means that you are more than likely getting a check somewhere down the line because you've done the production to get there. So congratulations to all that have gotten on the leaderboard. Now, to get into what I was going to discuss today, just to give you an idea, I'm going to probably talk for about the first 20 minutes, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to write them down, and I would also encourage you, if you have the ability to get a pen and paper, today's going to be a call that I would recommend taking a lot of notes. So if you have any questions about anything that I might have talked about in the next 20 minutes, feel free to ask me a question. I'll open it up for questions after after I'm done the discussion. So basically the call is going to get right down to the basics of what we do with CEO and why we do it. And Vince Lombardi, one of the greatest coaches ever, football coaches ever, started every season with his team saying, folks or guys or whatever, this is a football. And he went right to that basics. And if you really think about what we do with CEO, I wouldn't say that we're utility brokers, quote unquote. This isn't a pretty business. This isn't something that you necessarily have to get all professional and whatever. I mean, to get bigger accounts, yes. Yeah, I mean, there has to be some type of posture about that. But really, for the most part, if you really break it down to the simple of what we are customer gatherers and we recruit customer gatherers. And I have found, especially in this past year, with a new comp plan, that I had to transition my mind out of going after strictly commercial accounts and recruiting people that would only go after large commercial or large user accounts. What I have found is that by going after just everybody to go out to make some extra money, even if it's a residential market, that my business last year, guys, grew 180% last year over the previous year. And that's partly a huge part due to the comp plan, and it's a huge part due to my mental shift of building a large team with CEO. And to be frank, it wouldn't shock me that by the end of this year that it grew 1,000% over last year. So that's possible with CEO. And for those of you that do not know or not sure how to approach building a team or why you should build a team, let me go over a few things with you that might help you understand where I'm coming from with this. So as far as the financial status of our country, I'm just pulling up a slide here. The average credit card debt amongst indebted household is $15,000 with an average annual interest rate of 15%. The average mortgage debt is about $148,000. The average student loan balance is $32,000, and the average auto loan debt is about $31,000. So only 59% of Americans have at least $500 in a savings account. Now, the reason why I'm bringing those stats up is somebody say, well, who would I bring into CEO? And the point I'm bringing up with these financial statistics are this. The median household income in the country is $4,300 a month gross. And if the average American has all of that debt, out of that $4,300, $2,300 of that is going to service that debt. So I don't know, I mean, after taxes, these people are probably netting maybe $3,200. So how many people do you know of that can live off of $1,000 a month? Not very many. So that's why most people, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people are looking for ways to make extra money. They're going out and becoming part-time real estate agents, insurance agents, in some type of sales. They might be getting a second job where they work nights and weekends, or they might be starting some type of multi-level marketing, home-based business, or they're buying and selling things from home. But the point I'm trying to make is that people are out there looking to make extra money. So the market's huge as far as who you should be able to talk to. And just in the past week, we've brought, I think, 4 or 5 people, maybe 6, on our team. And, what I've said to some of these people is who do you know that does not have a power bill? And when I ask that question, if you really think about who do you know that does not have a power bill? Well, no one. I mean, no one likes watching TV in the dark. And so when you think of things in terms of that, that's just everybody. You can talk to absolutely just about everybody you know. That's your market. So how do you do that? Well, you get involved with CEO. And here's a program that has been working for us that has been successful. We do not send an invite out of our back office to somebody new unless we are sitting down on the phone with them and they have a bill, primarily their own, ready to sign up. And here's the reason why we do it this way. The only way that somebody can see how this business really works is by signing up either their own bill or somebody close to them so they can see how easy it is. We recommend that. And besides that, there's no greater testimony to this working than signing up your own bill. So I will not even sit down. I won't take a phone call or whatever unless somebody has a bill in hand. My time is very valuable to me, and most of the people I know that are on this phone call probably have full-time jobs, and they're using CEO to make extra money. So if you really want to value your time, get the most out of your time, if you're going to bring somebody new onto your team, make sure they have some bills. That shows that they're serious, that they really want to go and make money with this. So I would recommend that. If you're brand new coming into the company, this is what I would recommend. You more than likely already have your first bill signed up. If you don't, do it. In addition to that, I would think of a few people, slam dunk people you could call and get copies of bills from by either asking for a favor or whatever you want to say to get a copy of the bill. That could be your best friend, mother, brother, sister, father, grandparents, nieces, nephews, however you want to go about it, whatever it takes to just get a few bills under your belt. You don't have to go after huge, extra large commercial bills and all of this other stuff in the beginning because, frankly, all of the bills look the same, and it's very important to get experience first. Doesn't matter how you get it, and the slam dunk way to get experience is typically through your friends and family friends and closest relationships. In addition to that, as you're going through this process of getting your first 4 or 5 or 6 bills, you're going to start thinking of people that you think can do this. And I would highly recommend that you get those people in front of your senior consultant, your regional director or national director. You do not have to be a CEO expert in the beginning to go out and build a team. You do not need to do that. That's what your regional director or senior consultant or your national director is for. I'm a regional director with a company. I do whatever it takes to help my agents build a team underneath them. If they need me to talk to somebody, I have no problem talking to them. And I help, pave the way so that whoever is trying to bring him in has a nice introduction to move further with CEO. And I can't emphasize this, guys, that building a team with CEO helps me stay in the game with CEO. I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday, I had a lot of phone calls out of personal production that I was trying to get done, and by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I can tell you that mentally I was just not where I needed to be positive. And I don't want to say it was negative, but it was just like, man, I just wish something would click. And then out of nowhere, one of my agents sent me an email that he has 6 churches that he's going after. And then later that evening, I had another agent that had a property management company that had 5 large locations they were going after. And if I were subject to just myself doing CEO, I don't know how motivated I'd be every single week because not everybody says yes. Not everybody gives you the bills right away. So it's consistent coming in, working in and out, doing this daily, and having a mindset to do this. Now, for those of you that have full-time jobs and other responsibilities, I know that it might not be something you can do daily, but it's something you can do as you go. You run into people all the time. Why not have them become your customers? They're going to buy their gas and electricity from somebody. Why not it be you? If they're with the public utilities, they're just an account number. With you, you're a person. You're somebody they can touch, somebody they can talk to, somebody they know. Why not gather those customers? We offer fixed programs. If they're with a public utility, they're probably on a monthly variable program. And for me personally, I'm a security conscious guy. I've got a financial planning, background. I don't like dealing with market fluctuations. I just don't. I like the security of a fixed. Is it going to be the cheapest fixed all the time, the cheapest price every single time? Probably not. But I don't care. I know what I've got. I know that I'm in a fixed program and that I can offer that. If somebody's not subject to market ups and downs and volatility or whatever. I mean, all of the stuff that's going on in the Middle East right now has made natural gas prices go up 35% in a month. I don't want my clients to have to be subject to that. Now, if they want a variable and they want to take on that risk and they've got the stomach for it, God bless them, I'll give it to them. But I don't like that. So I'm very security conscious, so I love the fact that with CEO we have the opportunity to get all of our customers in a fixed type program. I love that. In addition to that, I love the fact that with CEO I can create an income security for myself, that if I go out there and get a few customers for myself and help my agents get customers, that there's income security there. I might have a bad day personally going after personal customers, but my team might not. And I can say this, that I literally, guys, just about every single day have new accounts coming in from all over the country. And it's a pretty amazing, beautiful thing. And I can say that most of this stuff has been what I've done in the past year, not my first 4 years with CEO. I'm not some CEO superstar. I think anybody, if you just go out and make the decision to do it, can go out there and make whatever you want to make. There's absolutely no cap on income with CEO. Just to give you guys some numbers, if you were to become a senior consultant, the most important position to get to in CEO, what does it take to get there? 50 points. How are the points calculated? You get 2 points for residential. You get 5 points for commercial. But I would just recommend getting some slam dunk residential. 25 of those points have to come from you, and 25 points have to come from or can come from your team, or you can get them all personal. What's the fastest way to do that? What we're finding in my organization is this. We are using those direct energy portals. And here's the reason why. We get paid very fast with the direct energy portals. We have agents on our team that have submitted accounts in November, and they have received checks through the December 31st check cycle. That's pretty fast, guys. And you get, just to give you an idea, you get $10 if you personally write a residential account with direct and gas. You make $5 up front with electricity. But on the electricity, not only do you get the upfront $5, you're also getting a monthly residual on their usage. On your agents that you personally bring in, you're going to make $3.50 on the gas, and then $2, on the electricity plus residual. And then all of the leadership bonuses, it's $2.50 per level, senior, regional, and national. I'm sorry this is detailed, but $2.50 senior, regional, and national. On the electricity side, it's $1. So, guys, you can go out there and recruit a team, get paychecks in their pockets fast, a lot faster than even going after commercial accounts. And if you want commercial accounts, if you want large commercials, what I have found to be successful is building a large team and constantly trying to find new people to come into our team. And to give you some income examples, if you and 25 agents, or if you had 25 agents as a senior consultant doing meager monthly results, meager, and I'm not using that word lightly. I want to use the word again. Meager monthly results, a team of 25 agents going out and moderately producing in natural gas, electricity, and telecom, you're going to make anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month as a senior consultant. If you're a regional director with 100 people on your team doing that same meager monthly results, you're going to make anywhere from $4,000 to $12,000 a month. And if you're a national director with a team of 500 agents on a monthly basis that are doing these meager results I'm talking about, you're going to make anywhere from $30,000 to $90,000 a month. Now, I don't know about you guys. I don't know where you guys work. I have no idea what you guys make. But if you had an opportunity to go out and make have the potential of going out and just making a nice part-time income. So if you are that statistic that I mentioned earlier on the slide, the financial slide, that you have an opportunity that you could change that for you and your family. You could get out of debt. You could have 6 months living expenses saved up. You could go out and take some vacations or maybe buy the car or whatever that you might want to buy. But either way, CEO can be a financial, a financial windfall for you if you're out there going out, getting accounts for yourself, and going out and building a team. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally am not, I don't mind going after my own accounts, but I rather go out and build a team of agents and teach them how to do it. I don't want to be in the customer gathering business myself my whole CEO career. And really, the worst case scenario to get to our highest contract in the company, if you're building a team, the worst case scenario is you get 40 to 100 personal accounts and build a team, and you can get to national. And now at that national contract, you can, what I just said, with that 500 agents going out there and doing some of those things, you can make anywhere from 30 to 90 grand a month. At 90 grand a month, that's $1 million a year, guys. And I don't know about you, but every million helps. So I'm bringing all of this up, and the truth of the matter is this. You can have 2016 turn out just like your 2015. And if you were happy with what you did in 2015, great. But if you're not, then maybe there's some things that you can change. Maybe you go out and make a few more phone calls. Maybe you bring on a few people on your team. Maybe you help your own team bring on a few people on their team. And what we consider results in CEO is this: you getting personal customers and you getting customers or you getting customer getters, customer gatherers. And what I mean by that is a real recruit and CEO isn't just somebody that you send an invite to. A real recruit and CEO is somebody that you send an invite to and they signed up their first bill and they're getting more bills. That's what the results are in CEO. Like I said, I won't sit down with anybody brand new unless they're ready to go over their own bill or have a bill in hand, because they have no idea what this business is about unless they have a bill in hand. I don't go on appointments to talk about CEO. I go on appointments to get results. And I value my time and other people's time, and I just, seeing, my team or whatever getting paychecks is a pretty amazing thing. So I guess for 2016, you can ask yourself questions. Do you want to make excuses or do you want to make money? And for me, I want to go out and make money, and I want to go help as many people as I possibly can go out and make money. So it's about 20 minutes to, or 20 minutes after. Or if you want to ask me any questions, go ahead and hit *6. I know that sometimes there's some technical difficulties. Just keep trying the *6 if you have questions, because I know it doesn't immediately come through.
Hello, Will. This is Malcolm. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Malcolm. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, it seems like the mindset change is recruiting, building your business for 2016. Now, what would you say to someone to, recruit them, to bring them on board?
Okay, if I know them personally, Malcolm, this is what I've been saying, and I mean it. By the way, I don't say anything unless I mean it, which helps when you talk. Like, if you believe in what you're doing, and I believe that CEO is the best supplemental income deal ever. I really, and everything that's in me, believe that if somebody came to CEO and worked, and what I mean by working is they actually got customers and they also built a team that were getting customers. That's what working is, not spending time in the back office doing market research and all this stuff. So I believe that. I really believe that somebody can go out and legitimately make an extra $500,000 a month with this if they're consistent and put in the work. So knowing that in my head, knowing that mentality in my head, I firmly believe that I'm aggressively growing my business, and I am. I am aggressively going out there and building my business. So when I call somebody up, here's a couple conversations I've had in the past 7 days. I had a friend of mine who's an insurance agent, and he's already in sales. I think that insurance brokers, not if they work for like State Farm or somebody direct, I think insurance people are great people to talk to with this because they're already dealing in a commercial market, and they are also dealing with a lot of homeowners. So I just said, hey, I want to talk. I'm aggressively growing my business, and I want to show you what I do. I think it might be a great supplemental income to what you're already doing. That's it. Well, what is this all about? Well, John, anytime one of my customers turns on their lights or their heat, I get paid. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, it is. When's the time we can sit down and talk? By the way, bring your bill. I'll show you what we do. That's it. Okay? I got another friend of mine. He's unbelievably awesome, rising star in his company in sales. Said, hey, man, I want to talk to you about what I do. I'm aggressively growing my business, trying to build my team of agents, and I think you'd be awesome. I mean this. I said, I think you'd be awesome at it. I'd love to sit down and talk with you. Okay, well, what is it about? Well, basically, when one of my customers turns on their lights or heat, I get paid. When one of my agent's customers turns on their lights or heat, I get paid. And that's it. I keep it real simple. I don't get into, I deal with natural gas and electricity and deregulation and rates and this and contracts and blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, if you're dealing with a client that's using, spending a lot of money or whatever, then maybe you got to talk that way. But I'm just finding that it's much easier to go out there and talk real simple. No, it's not a big struggle to go out and get customers or whatever. And guess what's happening? People are going out and getting customers because they don't think they have to be an energy expert. They don't have to be an energy expert, and they're getting customers. So this is, by the way, this just is working with our team. I don't know. I mean, if you guys that might not be in my team that are doing something different and it's working for you, great. Go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. But for me, I want to get to that 500 agent mark personally. And if it takes me 5 or 10 years to get there, then it takes me 5 or 10 years. What other shot do I have to go out, make a recession-proof income, and make $1 million a year? I don't know of one. And I've been in financial services where I've met people that make $4 or $5 million a year. Now they have to go do transactions all the dang time to go get it and keep it. I don't want to have to do that. This is long-term security, guys. Long-term security. So I hope that answered your question, Malcolm. Sorry, it was a long-winded answer.
All right, thanks, Will.
Yeah. Any other questions? Hit *6.
Hi, Will. It's Ed. How you doing?
Hey, Ed. How are you?
Hey, who do you target when you go after people?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Single,
married,
I don't just
doesn't
go.
matter?
I know a lot of people. I'm very involved in my community and my chamber of commerce and my church and stuff like that. And when I talk about, I don't look at recruiting personally. Like, I'm not out to go out and get 20 people in 1 month directly to me. I'm looking at getting maybe 2 or 3, 4 people direct to me, and then helping them get some people and help them get some people every single month and help my existing team do the same thing. So this 500 agents, by the way, those income models are examples. Those 500 agents were not direct based on that model. That was 500 agents in the national code, which means they were 2 levels or below. So I know this, that, if you were to go out and get 3 agents, they got 3 agents, they got 3 agents, they got 3 agents. I mean, the numbers build up really fast. And to achieve those, well, to answer your question, it's just about everybody. Everybody needs to go make some extra money. Ask people how they're doing financially, and they'll tell you how broke they are. Don't even bring up energy. Just say, hey, how's things going? How's your job? Oh, my job, it's awful. They're cutting my hours and blah, 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 blah. Oh, man, that's tough. So what are you doing to make extra money? Well, I'm not. I have to charge my credit cards. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get through Christmas. They'll tell you all their financial woes and say, well, hey, would you be open to making some extra money if you found an opportunity to do so? Well, yeah. What are you talking about? Well, basically, every time one of my customers turns on their lights or heat, I get paid. And I've got a team of agents that do the same thing, and every time one of their customers turns on their lights or their gas, I get paid. But, I mean, what it really comes down to, no matter what you do as CEO, you have to be a real person and speak with your heart. You can't be this real slick salesman with all these different scripts and all this other stuff. You just got to be real and ask questions. And I know that coming into CEO, there are certain things you kind of need to know what to say, but you have to make them their own, whatever that is. If you're brand new and you're trying to get bills, just ask for a favor to get them. Have you ever found out if you've been overcharged by the public utilities? Have you checked into it? No, I haven't. Okay, well, give me a copy of your bill, and I'll let you know what I can do. But I just keep it real simple, guys. I keep it real. And by the way, if somebody tells me no, I don't care. I really don't care. There is such a huge market in energy. I mean, the public utility I live in, they have 3 million meters. 3 million. I mean, if I had 1% of that just in my public utility, if I had 1% of it, that's a lot of money. My organization had that. That's just one utility in one state out of how many states that we represent throughout the country, and we're also in Canada. And that's it. So, I mean, to think about how huge this deal really is just mind-boggling. So, does that help you, Ed?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Just for those of you that are still maybe wrapping your mind around building a team, here are some of the things that I have found just in the past 3 months. I've brought on agents. One agent has some type of relationship with a hospital, and this hospital has an athletic center attached to it. And this guy, I mean, if there's anybody that was going to get in the door and sell the energy to it, it would be this guy, because he's that far into it with his relationship with the person at the hospital. I mean, this isn't a cold call or whatever. And just their athletic club, they spend $50,000 a month. That doesn't include the hospital. That's huge. Another one of my agents is very good friends with a recently elected mayor of a city that uses like 100,000 MCF a year, or 80,000 or 70,000 MCF. I mean, that's huge, guys. Now, this didn't come from me going out and just going after commercial salespeople or whatever. It wasn't even my agent. So I know this, starting off real small, getting fast checks leads into huge things later on. And you just have to have faith in that. And, I mean, this is a big deal, guys. You guys can go out and make whatever you want to make. You just got to choose to do it. And it comes back to, you can choose to make excuses or you can choose to make money. And what are you doing, on a weekly basis to help grow your CEO business? And what helps grow it is getting bills and bringing new people on your team that are getting bills. So, any other questions? Well, if there are not, it's 1:30, guys. I try to respect everybody's time and leave it to that, like a half hour, 35 minutes with a call. So unless there's any other last-minute questions, I'm going to say good day to all of you guys, and thank you for spending time on the call and taking time out of, building your a successful business. So I'll see all of you at the top, and have a good day.
Thanks, Matt.
Take care.
Bye now.